Why is production forcing Jesse's new girlfriend Lacey on us? Like, stop trying to make fetch happen. Let's get into the premiere of The Valley season 3. What's up, y'all? It's your girl V with Reality Recap here for another Tea Talk session. And today we are talking about the season premiere of The Valley season 3. Before we get into it, let's take care of some business first. Make sure you're following me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. What you see here on the bottom of the screen, Reality Recap. And what you see coming across the screen for my YouTube channel. Like this video, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel is Reality Recap 2876. It's linked in my bios on all my social media platforms. And set your alerts so you don't miss any of my Tea Talk sessions where I'm giving you the tea on all the trending reality TV shows, news, and gossip. Now, let's talk about this premiere, honey, because yes, why are they forcing Lacey onto us? We'll get into that. But let's just get a rundown of the cast. We have all our returning cast except for Jax. We saw them drop the sign off of his bar at the beginning of the episode, which made me cackle a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. We have Lala and Schwartz from the Vanderpump Rule Gang joining the cast this season. I'll give you my thoughts on that too. But yeah, let's get into it. Brittany has her sparkle back. She's moved into a new home. She's, taking care of her son, paying all her bills on her own. We know in the last season, we saw her in this huge home that Jax was supposed to be paying for, where he stopped all the bills out of spite of her dating someone he knew. Um, yeah, it was all of the things, covering the security cameras when he was in there sleeping with women, yet wanting to know and listening to her conversations. It was a whole mess, a whole mess. Him rage texting her. He has since been let go from the show, and she believes she's getting her sparkle back, which I'm here for. What I do think, though, is Brittany's moving way too fast with this whole relationship stuff. Like, girl, your divorce is not final yet, but she is now spinning a block with a dude that she known from 10 plus years ago that she met from in Kentucky. He's spending the night. They have he's 3 hours away from her, long distance relationship. They spent 5 days or so in Cabo. Um, yeah, I'm just not a fan of all of these people. I don't know if he's met Cruz or not. I just want her to focus on herself, do some healing because dealing with Jax is a traumatic event in itself. But it seems like she's always in search of validation, if I'm being honest, where it was like the first thing out of her mouth was about this new guy is he tells her she's beautiful every day. I want her to believe that for herself. And I know she's doing things like she's removing the big boobs that she got for Jax and all, she's doing mommy makeovers and all of that. All good and well, great. Do what you got to do. But this whole like relationship, this guy has already told her he loved her. Spinning the block is not always a good thing. It never really is, to be honest. So I just want her to get divorced first, be single, have fun. Sometimes it feels like these women think they have to showcase a relationship on the show as part of their storyline. And that's not necessarily the truth. Like, just show us you having a good time, living your life, going out, taking care of your son and your businesses. That's all we really need right now. If it's for you to prove that you have your sparkle back. It doesn't necessarily have to translate to a relationship. But this dude's name is Brandon. We'll see. I would have to say, let me look at her page now to even see if they're still together. If there's any sign of this Brandon dude. But just because you knew someone before doesn't mean also that they're not out to gain popularity. Because that's another thing. I think they sometimes reality TV stars, women, they spin the block thinking, oh, I knew him before, I was on TV and all that. That don't mean that he's not looking for fame now. You know what I mean? So I don't see any signs of this Brandon dude on her page, but we do know, or you should know if you're following me on social media or you're watching my shorts on YouTube, that I let you guys know that Amazon Prime is filming or has wrapped filming at this point. It was like a 2 weeks filming period where they were doing like a ultimate girls trip esque type show with reality TV stars from all different shows. So they had Tamar Braxton, Kenya Moore, Kim Zolciak, Brittany Cartwright, Margaret Joseph, Savannah, um, from Chrisley Knows Best, all different walks of reality TV life. So she was out doing that. That's the most recent stuff I see on her page, but no signs of this dude Brandon. So we'll see. I guess we'll continue to see how that plays out on the show. Zach and Benji are, he says, soft living together. No, 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 Zach. You're in denial. Benji's living with you. It's a hard living, not soft living. He's living in there. I think he was saying like his roommate is moving out, Benji is moving in. Benji done came from Canada or somewhere to live with you. No boo boo. He lives there. It's time for you to figure it out and settle down because you made him come here. So don't make this man come all the way here for you to act a fool now because you taking GLP-1s and getting skinty. All right. But it's not a soft living situation. It is what it is, Zach. I just want you to recognize that. Jasmine and Melissa, they've moved to the Valley and they're planning their wedding. Jasmine is coming off like she might be a little bit of a bridezilla. Although she says, yeah, I'm such an easygoing bride. Then she's like, no one better show up in a hot pink dress or I'll have them removed from the show. I want sushi. I want this. Like, okay, girl. They're planning their wedding and in their fiance era. Congratulations to them. I hope the wedding is filmed. I hope we get to see it on the show. I don't know if it'll be done being planned by this season and we'll see it. I don't recall seeing that in the trailer, but they're in their planning stages. So we'll see how that goes. Michelle has moved into her own home. And she's still not divorced from Jesse. She says that she made it very easy for him. She's walking away from with nothing. She don't want nothing from him. She just wants to be free of the shackles of Jesse, honey. But she said every time it comes for him to sign them papers, he find a reason not to. Jesse is not over Michelle. I think that's pretty clear. And even with this new relationship and every woman that he has, and I feel like he went to production and probably was like, it's not fair. Her boyfriend got to film. Let my girlfriend film. Put her on the show, please. And they're trying to force this Lacey girl down our throat. And I'm just not here for it. She's not a part of the friend group or the dynamic. It's not needed. I mean, I didn't even feel like Michelle's dude was needed on the show. I do not like how either one of them have these people that they're dating and they all be around their daughter. It's weird to me. It's weird to me. They really need to get this divorce finalized. And I hope that within the divorce, there has some stipulations like you can't be around my child unless y'all been together 10 years or you get married. Like that's what I would need to see in this divorce. But it's like she was hoping that that first relationship with this honey pot dude was going to go well and that they were going to be together, and she's putting her, her daughter around him and trying to make the new family. Now this dude has Lacey and he's trying to put her around. It's like it's too much. I don't really care for that at all. But yeah, they're still not divorced. Are we surprised? I'm not. Danny and Nia have moved far as hell. They living far as hell. And they have baby number 4 now. Congratulations to them. But they live far as hell. Even to be in the valley, it seems like they're way farther than everybody else. And it doesn't seem like Nia likes it. Nia was not looking to move that far anyway. She liked being in the LA area. She even talked about how it took her almost an hour to get to the hospital when it was time to deliver their 4th baby. I don't know how that's gonna work for them. Um, Danny seems more happy about it. He's like standing in the backyard and screaming to the top of his lungs, like, I love it here. Nia, not so much. So we'll see how that plays on their relationship. They aren't having a lot of nookie. It's hard to have nookie with 4 kids running around. Um, Are they? I think they are. They in the 4 under 4 category at this point. They were 2 under 2. They were 3 under 3. Now I think they're probably 4 under 4 at this point, or 4 with 1 at 4. I have no idea, but yeah, that we'll see what happens with that relationship with them moving so far out. When they put that map up there, I was like, oh Lord, they far as hell. Kristen and Luke, they're struggling post baby. But it's something we all can relate with, us moms. Luke wants to have a little bit more nookie. Kristen is not feeling her post baby body. They are in the thick of it with a newborn and try to figure things out. It doesn't seem like there's enough time in the day to do everything, let alone try to be sexy for your man. So they're trying to work through that, those stressful times, and it's putting a little bit of strain on their relationship. But Luke's being supportive, or at least he's trying to. But he's feeling a way that all his advances at Kristen are getting shot down. Yeah, I mean, but I feel for Kristen. Pushing out a human is hard work. I was talking about that last night. You're mourning your old life where you could just get up and go and do whatever you wanted. And now you can barely go get your nails done. And you're taking care of this baby 24/7. It can play on your relationship. And those are things that you really have to try to plan for and start to discuss before the baby comes. And, a lot of people, you're hit with it and you don't know what to expect. And it changes your dynamic. It really does. So I hope they can work through it. They're still engaged, not planning a wedding yet. They're just trying to get through the day to day, honey, and get out the house on time. So I feel you, Kristen. I know that life, honey. But it will get easier. You will get a routine as they start to get a little bit more independent. Because I swear now, I got a 6-year-old and one about to be 5, and you would think they're both 20-year-olds at this point. But hats off to you. I know you're in a rough space, Kristen, but hopefully you start to get your groove, you get your routine, you start to figure out how to get your body back, reclaim your body, and I hope that they continue to work through it. They're still together, even today. So that's a plus, and hopefully things continue to get better. Janet and Kristen are still at odds. Janet ended up coming to, well, Brittany had a pool party. It's from what the recap showed us. Brittany had a pool party. She invited both of them. Kristen came thinking that because Brittany told her, oh, Janet's probably not going to go. She's probably going to cancel. Don't even worry about it. Janet's thinking, well, it's a pool party. We'll just go in. Me and my child, we'll go in. I'll change my child. We'll get in the pool. Kristen will probably be hanging inside in the air conditioning. It won't be that big of the deal. When they got there, Kristen was upset that Janet walked in. She was seemingly upset, and Janet ended up leaving the pool party. Now Janet is upset with Brittany, which y'all know Brittany is a people pleaser. She said that she's not going to get in the middle of any confrontation, but Janet feels like Brittany should have taken up for her. Now, my issue is Janet is saying, like, well, I'm not going to keep showing up places where I'm getting screamed at because Kristen was upset. She showed up at the pool party yet. Janet thinks she's going to keep showing up, screaming at people and upset with Brittany. It don't work like that. She's like, I had to leave. You didn't even tell her, yo, this is my house and it's not going to go down this way. My child was crying and screaming. I cried all the way home because I had to, he was looking forward to the pool party. And then I had to tell him that he couldn't go. Totally get that, right? And maybe Brittany could have handled it better. But Brittany ain't gonna stand 10 toes down like that. She's too sweet of a person. She's too much of a people person. And she feels in the middle. So if you feel like she could have handled it better, say, hey guys, the children are here. Let the children just have their day in the pool and y'all just be at y'all opposite ends. Yeah, she could have done that. But that's not who Brittany is. We've never seen her get in the middle of it. She just don't want no parts of confrontation. And if you're going to go to a party where there isn't a chance, an inkling that Kristen is going to be there, and vice versa for Kristen. If there's a party that she was invited to and you don't know for sure that she's not going, then y'all run the risk into running into each other. So just be grown about it and be on the other sides of the daggone party and let it be that. Like for real. I get, I get where this feud and this beef is coming from. Yeah, Janet feels some way about the whole her husband was supposedly running around with no ring on. But Janet, be for real. The stuff that you said about Nia's husband and him having a drinking problem, you put that on him without knowing that, saying that he essayed Jasmine. Let Jasmine tell that story. Let Jasmine tell how she feels like, and it's giving the ultimate villain move where you're being painted as the villain in a season and now you want to change that narrative so all of a sudden she's doing the work and she's in therapy. If I had a dime for every time I heard that from a reality TV villain, I'd be rich. For real. So I don't believe it. Jen is still the same person to me. But I'm not one of the I'm definitely not one of those people, and I don't suggest anyone else be one of those people where you then start threatening people and going in their DMs and wishing bad on them. Like that's weird. But am I feeling her? No, I'm good off Janet. But we'll see how her dynamic goes with this group because she's really on the outs with a lot of people and kind of strong arming Brittany to pick her side or be there for her. So I don't know how that's going to work out for her because that just ain't Brittany's style. So putting her in the middle of something just ain't going to work out. Schwartz is back. As I mentioned, he's still a dunce. Schwartz is just forever a dunce to me. Um, He's saying how he think he got his sparkle back too. Yet I don't know how. His business tanked. He went through a divorce. He's gained 15 pounds. I don't know how that's a sparkle back, but he's saying he feels lighter. He's glad that he went through the situation and that the Schwartz and Sandy bar is now closed. Now he's getting his check here on the Valley. And he says that, Sandoval will always be a brother to him, but he thinks that it made the relationship better with them letting go of the bar. I will tell you what, though. I do not want Schwartz and Melissa to become a thing. Not Melissa, I'm sorry. I don't want Schwartz and Michelle to become a thing. No. That's even worse than Jesse from a responsibility standpoint. I don't know. Nice guy. He's just always immature to me. Don't never got his shit together. Michelle clearly was the financial responsible one in her relationship, while Jesse, as she tell it, was spending all the money, hanging out all the time, not wanting to be responsible. So for you to go from that to Schwartz doesn't seem like a good move, but they apparently are going to go out somewhere and do something. So I hope this doesn't turn into a thing. Please, God, no. But they plan to go out together. So we'll see what happens. Kristen and Nia held a joint sip and see in this episode since their babies are just a few days, I think, apart. So they had a sip and see. Cute event. It was just supposed to be intimate vibes and people there. So no, Janet was not invited. Yet Jesse shows up with this girl, Lacey. Now, we remember Lacey from last season because in last season, she didn't want to film. There was an NDA. You couldn't even say her name. Now, all of a sudden, she's available for filming. She's getting confessional time. Like, for what? For what? And trying to make us think that she's not the person that was upset and being mean to Michelle last season. And now Michelle's feeling like great. She's gonna be around my friends. I guess she's thinking they're starting to like her, and she's not feeling it. And who would? But I guess Michelle, you should have thought about that before you brought that boyfriend around, huh? Because now it's giving the pot calling the kettle, calling the kettle, calling the pot. Y'all know I love to say that, but I don't I just don't get why Lacey needs confessionals. She pulled Michelle to the side and had a conversation with her and like, I'm team divorce. I want things to be, positive between you guys. And Michelle's telling her, well, yeah, I'm trying to make it positive. We're in a better place, but he won't sign a divorce paper. So maybe you should talk to him about that. I'm making it really easy for him. I don't want nothing from him. I'm not asking nothing. Lacey's like, I don't know the financials, but I I want him, I want things to be good. While Jesse's trying to paint Michelle as this bad mom that doesn't want to have a relationship with Lacey, which is a woman that he has around their child and she should want to have a relationship with her. No, she was like threatening lawsuits and shit. Why would she want to be around her? Why would you want her around your daughter is what I'm trying to figure out until y'all figure out if y'all even going to work out. Like, why is she here? I just don't get it. It's like trying to make fetch happen. I don't think it's necessary. They've been together 2 seconds. We don't need her on this show. I wasn't feeling that at all, in case you can't tell. And it's making Michelle uncomfortable. And I'm team Michelle. But even though Jessie and Lacey try to make like there's such this positive relationship, and I feel like behind the scenes, they're like, yeah, we're gonna get Michelle, we're gonna get this bitch, and we're gonna get you a check while we're at it, and blah blah blah. Like, I don't believe this facade Jesse gives us. Everything he does, in my opinion, is calculated to get under Michelle's skin and as a plot of revenge because he's so upset that she decided to divorce him. But I'm seated for the Valley season 3. Looks like it's a lot to come. We saw the trailer. It's on my pages, just as a repost because we don't want no problems. Facebook still got me in jail. You also support me on Facebook. I'm losing followers. They won't recommend my page. So there's no more TV clips happening. It's just reposts from Bravo. So you can see it over there. But yeah, you can see the Valley trailer. But I'm seated for the season. I love the Valley. Want to see more from Lala. Want to see what else is going on with their relationship dynamics. It's looking like it's gonna be good. So yeah, I'm here for it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the season premiere of season 3. Before I get out of here, let's take care of some business again. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. What you see at the bottom of the screen, Realitea_recap for all your trending reality news and gossip. And subscribe to my YouTube channel coming across the screen right now, Reality Recap 2876. Subscribe, like this video. It's also, my channel is linked in all my bios on my social media platforms if you need to find it there. And set your alerts so you don't miss any of my tea talks, giving you the tea on all the trending reality shows. All right. Now, before I get out of here, as I always say, reality TV stars are humans too. Let's not forget that. It's your girl V with Reality Recap. Enjoy your day. Peace.